Hey, I'm Dave. Welcome to the shop. Piece of Beach. Just love this stuff. It was like working with cream cheese. Anyway, so today in this video we're going to get the drawer put together for the toy box, and then eventually get some sanding done, and then finish up with getting the beginnings, just the beginnings of shellac for the finish. It turns out, because of the compression of time that happens around Christmas time, that I missed some of the video, and I'm sure you hear this all the time. Sorry. It doesn't end all that well. But I got some of the shellac going on it, and then toward the end, if you actually last that long, you'll see it done with the client. It's just one of those things, that a little still picture of the client with the thing. It's kind of cute. But it did get done, and you'll see it mostly put together, and then you'll see a little bit of it all put together and doing something that it wasn't made to do. Yes, you're right. She climbed right in it. Well, here we go, glue the feet on. Hopefully that'll work out. Let's see if they fit. Looks like they'll fit. Whew. That's snug. That is snug. Double check on the depth. Hey, I don't think I like that. Ooh, no. That's good. I'm sorry. That one's good. This one needs to get just a smidge off it. Look at you go.
Getting there. I'm going to use the saw if that's alright.
Oh yeah, everything's good. Alright, that's how that's going to go.
This is the nicest pine I've ever laid hands on.
It's awesome stuff, no question.
Is this from?
A long time ago, we did a dam
Oh yeah, from the dam project.
and ended up with a bunch of leftover pieces of exotic material from it.
Exotic.
Well, exotic. It just, beautiful chunks of
Sure.
3-inch pine and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, exotic, at least for me.
Where did you find pine that's such tight grain?
Well, I didn't. I mean, some logger did.
Okay.
And who was the logger? I don't know. A guy that was asked that just knows this stuff, right?
Okay, yeah.
And we were building this dam, and we were custom cutting. Another thing is that comes up, a theme I work a lot, is when you're handling a 500 plank, and your eyes are open, then you can find some stuff.
Can select. Yeah.
There was a moment. I mean, everybody laughed at me, but nobody stopped me. A moment I ran up to the lumber, the sawmill owner,
Yep.
and asked him if he could kindly grab me another dozen pieces of a couple of the pieces because they were just too good to use in the dam.
Okay.
And he laughed at me. We were on a tight schedule, and it was also a kind of not a difficult project, but it was a time of year that they weren't making a lot of money,
Sure.
and so going out of their way to accommodate me when they weren't making all that much money, but they were enjoying the sawing. I mean, they enjoyed the opportunity to do the cutting for me, but it just typically you convert your. It's not the most cost-effective. No. It's not the most efficient way of making finished pine boards out of it and selling them in the Boston market. Would be worth more money to them than cutting beams for me.
Sure.
But they were happy to do it. They were happy to do it. Good for them. It's nice when people are happy to do something for you. Anyway, we ended up with some nice looking stuff. I'm very lucky.
I'm second guessing how I'm going to mark and cut this now.
Yeah. It's probably going to be hard.
Marking it is hard enough.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I mean, and you can say it's the marking, but it's the piece of wood that's just so non-regular. At least non-regular at the dimensions, at the levels of that you want to work in.
this piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I'll take care of that.
I can try. What's the worst that could go wrong?
Oh, Yeah. Really? What is? What's I mean, obviously every time you make a mistake like that, it's sort of, there's a little dying involved.
A little what?
A little dying.
Oh yeah.
But can I say you get so much better at it, so that the next time it just goes really, really, really well.
Yeah.
I mean, something else will go wrong. There that is. Oh. Oh, that's funny. I didn't see that coming. There we go. All good. All good. Nice and tight. Be great. Tomorrow we'll finish. Okay. All right, hey, welcome to the shop. Been sanding this thing up. Came out of the clamps after that little event yesterday. All went pretty well. Had one nail that poked through. Always happens. I got it out, and there's no issue at all. Tiny, tiny little hole, 18 gauge. Anyway, want to make sure that I knock the Arris off the edges here. May as well do it now, because it's going to happen when I put some finish on. I'm going to put some amber shellac on this, I think, to give it that kind of mid-century tone. That's what I'm thinking. So that takes care of that. Anyway, let's got the case here. I've sanded it up with a machine. It's gone pretty well. Got the edges. Got all the little teeny bits of glue here and there. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And this, so let's see how this fits. Okay, wow, that was a little rattly. All right, wax, needs wax. So look at that. This that little lip that I put on the bottom. Remember, extending the bottom of the face down, covers over the bottom shelf. It also serves as a positive stop for the drawer. That's as far in as it goes. And that's great. It's terrific. But you can see, just like I can right now, that this shadow line that I put in really needs to get carried down to the drawer face. It does. I don't think it needs to be 3/8 of an inch deep. I think if I just went a quarter, because I don't have much more than a quarter on the face, before I hit the sides, maybe that's what I have to do. I've never done this, right? So this is new. But somewhere in here I want to have a shadow. I think I'm going to take this whole piece right here, this whole 1/16 of an inch of the face off, right across there, just to that line right there. And that will provide the shadow. I think we might have to try it 2 or 3 times because it's subtle. Well, I'm going to set up the saw, table saw. I think that's the easiest way to do it. And set the saw up to cut just a 1/16 of an inch off. 5/16 of an inch deep. I don't even know. I'm going to go quarter. I'm going to leave a little bit of this. It's 3/8. I'm going to go quarter. Go with a quarter. That's all it's going to need. It's the shadow. It's not the depth. All right. let's I'll bring it back. We'll take a look at what I've got set up on the saw. It's hard to saw a 1/16 of an inch off the edge of something with a table saw. What do you do with the other 1/16 of an inch of the table saw blade? That's the trick. Let's go see. Okay, so pass this over the saw. Got two little, they're not very deep. 3/16, I think I chickened out. Anyway, I've got them cut. They're a little burnt, and I'll have to address that. But for right now, that takes these shadow lines, just runs it right down. That is just super. I'm really pleased. I bet you are too. All right, this is the moment of truth. How confident am I that this amber shellac is just exactly what I want here? I'm that confident. I am. At least that confident. Look at me go. That's going to look great. Huh. I think I'm going to have to touch up the end grain pieces a couple of times. They're really drawing it in, as you would imagine. All right. Anyway, this is great. No one's ever going to see this. It doesn't matter. I need the side of this away just for reflection purposes. Don't ever scrimp on that. All right. Flip it over, do the feet, and we'll be on the road to something. Thanks for watching.